welcome to Conversations with the Queen. I bring you greetings from sunny, finally, California. Thank you for watching my royal family. So today I'm going to be talking about influence, the power of influence, and who or what is influencing you. Okay, so this topic, like everything I discuss, is another very important thing because we don't think about how and when we're being influenced by people, especially the ones that's closest to us. So today I'm going to talk about 10 different types of positive influence that people have on us and 4 different types of negative influence that people can have over us, okay? So welcome to Conversations with the Queen, the power of influence. Now, control over our lives is something that we all want. But in a universe that is, everything is mutually interdependent. Everything is mutually interdependent. It's hard to have absolute control over anything, including ourselves. It's true. Now, having the lack of control that we all think we have, we don't have as much control as we think we have. But what we do have is an abundance of influence. Okay, we have an abundance of influence, and our ability to influence others is so important that we really have to watch everything that we do, especially those that are in the limelight, those celebrities and all of these people that can really have a positive or negative effect on people. We really have to be careful about having an abundance of influence, whether it's good or bad, especially if it's bad. So we have to positively influence people, okay? You never know who is watching you. You never know who is watching you. And trust me, someone always is watching. Someone is always watching. It could be your children, it could be your brothers, your sisters, your parents, it could be teachers, it could be those haters on the internet that want to watch everything you do but don't want to give you credit. It's crazy because I would get hundreds of views on my videos but not many likes. So I know that I am influencing more people than that wants to say. But again, hopefully I am a positive influence. Okay, so today I'm going to tell you about 10 different types of positive influence and 4 different types of negative influence. Okay, the 10 different types of positive influence is logical persuading, legitimizing, exchanging, stating, socializing, appealing to relationship, consulting, alliance building, appealing to values, and modeling. And the 4 negative influence that I'm going to talk about is avoiding, manipulating, intimidating, and threatening. We all know a lot about those 4 negative ones, don't we? But we are going to learn exactly what those 10 positives are and how how are they being used in our lives. And after this, I hope that you all go back and evaluate everyone in your life to see exactly how they are influencing you. So the power of influence. The first one is logical persuading. Using logic to explain what you believe or what you want. That's the number one influence tool, power tool throughout the world. Logical persuading. The most frequently used and effective influence technique is in nearly every culture. But it does not work with everyone, and in some circumstances it don't work at all. Okay, logical influence. And that's using logic to explain what we believe or what you want. You know how people try to use logic to explain some dumb stuff that you'd be like, really? I saw some stuff on the internet really trying to make me believe that the Americas was the original Africa. then try to give me some logics behind it. Now let me tell you what I do know about that. There is no way these Americas could be the motherland or the promised land or anything of that sort because it don't have any natural resources. They don't have oil, you know, they have drilled every piece that we have. It doesn't have a lot of diamonds and you know, gold and precious stones and all that good stuff like that. So, you know, they try to use logic to explain that how the Americas was the motherland, that please, was the original Africa. No, don't play with me, okay? So that's the first, logical persuading. So go back and evaluate to see who is using that. The second one is legitimizing, appealing to authority. On average, this is the least effective influence technique in the world. But it will work with some people most of the time and most people some of the time. And can result in quick compliance. Appealing to authority, legitimizing. You know how people try to threaten you with, oh, I am Dr. So-and-so. Or I am attorney so, you know. Legitimizing. Trying to make their titles legit. So people like that, they try to influence you. I'm not saying that it's bad. It's a good thing because sometimes we need to say, yeah, Dr. So-and-so told me. Or the attorney told me. Because those are positive influences on us. Because it make you sit back and think, okay, if the doctor told you that you have high blood pressure versus me telling you you have high blood pressure, you're going to believe the doctor more. Correct? Because they went to school. And you're going to be like, well, who are you? You never went to school to be a doctor. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so legitimizing. That is the second. The third is exchanging. Negotiating or trading for cooperation. Exchanging. Negotiating or trading for cooperation. That's the most effective when it is implicit rather than explicit. When we, you know, implement it instead of, you know, just putting it out there, just making people, exchanging. You know, we can exchange knowledge. We can influence each other by exchanging knowledge, exchanging goods. That's what that means, exchanging. And that's one of the positive influence that we have on each other. Now the next one is stating, asserting what you believe or want. Stating. Asserting what you believe or want. There is no God. Stating. There is a God, you know. We make statements about the things that we believe and the things that we want. And there can be a positive influence on us, like our children. You know, I want you to be a success. Stating. Okay, the next one is socializing in. This has become one of the biggest with social media and all these other outlets, you know, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever out there. Socializing has become one of the biggest ways, okay? So socializing is getting to know the other person by being open, friendly, or finding common ground. Includes complimenting people and making them feel good about themselves. Socializing. Again, socializing. It has become one of the biggest forms of influence on people. You know, you got all these different groups on Facebook and Twitter, all this stuff like that. So socializing can be very, very influential. It depends on how we use it. You know, some people are like, I don't want no Facebook, because all it is drama and all this. You know what? It's whatever you are. That's what it could be to you. Whatever and whoever you are. That's what Facebook and Twitter and all this stuff can be. Because if you're not a person filled with drama shouldn't come to you. Now, I use socializing a lot because, you know, I own businesses, so I absolutely love it because it actually keeps me in contact with a lot of family members and relatives that I normally wouldn't talk to. Okay, so socializing. The next one is appealing to relationship. Now, gaining agreement or cooperation with people you already know well, based on the length and strength of your existing relationships. One of the influence power tools. The third highest in effectiveness globally. Appealing to a relationship. We have this influence on people. Oh yes, I know them. That's my cousin, or that's my brother, that's my uncle, or that's my good friend, or we went to school together. You know, appealing to a relationship. You know, are they going to believe what I say because, you know, that's my cousin, that's my brother, that's my... We really can have positive influence on people because of our relationships. Okay, the next one is consulting. I'm going through these kind of quick because I am going to put notes in the video below, so you can go. Like I say, I like to teach where I give you things, but you have to go look it up, because if you look it up instead of just taking my word for it, when you learn all these steps, you can go and evaluate everybody in your life and be like, okay, this is what they're doing, this is the influence that they have over me. Okay, so the next one is consulting. Engaging or stimulating people by asking questions, involving them in the problem solving methods. That is one of the big ones. That is one of my main ones. And the reason why I say that, because I'm a certified life coach. And that's what whole coaching is about. We don't tell you what to do. We bring out what's already in you. You already know what to do. So we ask the right questions to make you come up with the right answers. That's the whole thing behind coaching. So if you don't know, now you know. Okay, consulting. That's what it is. You asking the right questions. Because I'm a person, I ask questions until I get a clear understanding, okay? I will question it to the last, you know, minute little anything. I don't have a problem with that. You know, if I'm interested. If I'm not interested, you know, it's going to like go in one ear and out the other. But if it's something I'm interested in, trust me, I'm going to ask as many questions. And just remember now, consulting, that is one of the main things, the influence that life coaches have on people. Life and business coaches, because we ask the right questions. That's how we're taught. And it's a beautiful thing. And I think you'll like it. If you ever want to become a life coach, or ever, you know, get life coaching, you'll understand what I'm talking about, okay? And the other one is alliance building. And that's finding supporters or building alliances to help influence someone else using peer or group pressure to gain cooperation or agreement. Now, every time I read that one, the first thing that comes to my mind was Alcohol Anonymous. It's alliance building. You go to these meetings, you meet all these people that was dealing with the same problem that you're dealing with. And you can form this family and help each other get over these problems. That's a major influence as well. That's pretty big. It's called alliance building. And we do it all the time. We always go and find these different groups. Let's say if I'm a film writer, I try to go and find other film writers. Okay? Or because I'm an author, I like to deal with other authors. Finding supporters or building alliance to help influence someone else. That way, say if I join this group that has nothing but authors in it, and then you have this young person wanting to be an up-and-coming author, now here, I can bring them into this group and we all can influence them. Because, you know, we all have different stories. But alliance building, that is the next one. The next one is appealing to values. Make an emotional appeal or an appeal to the heart. Okay, we see this all the time. You guys are like, what? Appealing to values? We see it all the time. for only 99 cents a day, you can help feed the, you can help feed this child. Or for $1.99, you can help feed this dog. Because why is it that it's more to feed a dog than it is to feed a child? But that's another, topic for another time. But that's what appealing to values is. Making an emotional appeal or appeal to the heart. People play on our emotions all the time. Now that can be either good or bad. For the most part, most people use it for the good, because there's nothing wrong with people trying to influence or trying to bring out ways in us to help other people. We should naturally want to help. Okay, we should naturally want to help because we are humans. No matter where they are in the world, where we live, we are humans and we are all connected, and so we should want to help alleviate the pains of others. But you got some cold-hearted people, okay? So that's number 9, appealing to values. I like to say values and morals, because if you don't have any morals, you could care less about dogs or babies. If you don't have any values, you care less. You're gonna switch that channel, and some of them, they really do get you. They be having them kids looking, oh my gosh, they really do get you with that one, okay? Appealing to values. And the 10th one is modeling. Behaving in ways you want others to behave. Being a role model, teaching, life coaching, counseling, and mentoring. That's the last one, modeling. Do you become the perfect role model? That's what I mean. Modeling, giving them something to look up to, or someone to look up to that they can model their life after. You know how they say, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. It's the same concept. Modeling. If I want to be a good person, I have to hang around good people. Again, if I want to be a writer, I need to hang around writers. Okay, modeling, that's the 10th one, and that sums up the 10 positive ways to influence. Okay, now the 4 negative ways that people are influenced, we're gonna get into those. Okay, it's 4 bad influence. The first one is avoiding. Now let's not get that confused with avoiding people to keep yourself out of jail. Okay, like, I'm gonna avoid that situation because if I don't, yeah, somebody gonna be locked up. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. Avoiding. Forcing others sometimes against their best interests by avoiding responsibility or conflict or behaving passive aggressive. And parents, we do this to our children. Okay, we're like, look, I'm just about to avoid them, so they're gonna see how it is for me not to talk to you. Know how we do, people. We're gonna see how it is. They're gonna see how it is not for me not to talk to them or not to be around them. That is a negative influence. That's a bad influence on people. Because we don't like it when it's done to us. We shouldn't do it to people. That is the most common dark side technique that is used in most cultures. Okay, trying to preserve harmony can look, the same as avoiding, but when you try to preserve harmony, look, I'm just about to, nope, I'm not about to deal with that today. I'm going to avoid it to keep them out of jail. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about intentionally avoiding people to hurt them. That's a negative way of influencing people. And then that way you cause people to act out of character. And I'll tell you, that you can cause somebody to kill you with that, especially if you owe them money. Oh, I'm going to avoid them. Oh, put them on silent. I'm going to send them straight to voicemail. That's what I'm talking about, avoiding. Forcing others to act, sometimes against their own best interests. You are forcing somebody to come in and get your behind about their money. Okay, So if you borrow somebody money, don't avoid them. That's bad. That's a really bad and negative influence, okay? And so the second negative or bad influence is manipulating. Oh my gosh, we see this all the time. Manipulating, influencing through lies, deceit, hoax, swindles, and cons. We have the biggest manipulator in the White House right now. And if you're watching this, if you're a Trump supporter, he is a con man. He have no business influencing the whole nation or being over anyone. He is a con man. He used lies. Everybody lying but him. The media lies. No, Trump, you lie. You are a manipulator, and I can't wait till you're out of there. Manipulating, that is the second bad influence, okay? The third is intimidating. We see that all the time. Intimidating. Imposing oneself on others. Forcing people to comply by being loud, overbearing, abrasive, arrogant, and insensitive. We see this all the time with the media. And we see this all the time with politicians. Intimidating. Threatening. That is the last of the four negative influence that we can have on people. Threatening. Threatening means harming others or threatening to harm them if they do not comply. Making examples of some people so others know that the threats are real. Don't we see this all the time? That is the preferred technique of a dictator. We got that in office. That's exactly what he tried to do. If you guys don't give me my money to build my wall, I'm not gonna... Threatening. That's the preferred technique of a dictator. That is the last of the four negative influence. We have avoiding, manipulating, intimidating, and finally threatening. And you see the schools do this to us all the time and tell us that if you don't get your child vaccinated, they cannot come to school. Really? So how is my child that's not vaccinated more threatening than the ones that already have the shots? I think my child would be the one to get in trouble, right? Or to have something happen. But yeah, threatening. And not only that, they threaten the parents. If you don't, you go into jail. Is this democracy? So you would rather me pump my children with chemicals and things that can hurt them and harm them, and then threaten to take me to jail? Okay, that's the last and final negative influence that we have on people. Okay, so I'm going to go back over all of the steps that I talked about. And again, they will be in the notes, okay? Because I do believe in giving you guys notes that all these steps will be in there. We talked about 10 examples of influence, 10 types of different influence that we have on people. We talked about logical persuading, legitimizing, exchanging, stating, socializing, that's a big one, appealing to relationship, consulting, that's a big one with all the coaches and all of this stuff running around right now. Alliance building, appealing to values, that's another big one. And modeling. Those are the positive influence that we can have on people. And the four negative influence, again, is avoiding. I'm not going to talk to you if you don't. Okay. Manipulating, intimidating, and threatening. And these are the powers of influence. What is influencing you? Do you know? Is it social media? Is it TV. I don't like to watch the news because they like to send out these threats, and they like to spread fear in news, and I cannot have that in my life. Okay, so fear is not one of the things that I want to live day to day with, so I don't watch the news. Okay, fear and all this bad news on the news, no, I'm good. I don't watch the news. Facebook, you guys you guys love spreading bad news. Come on, some of that stuff I'll be like, seriously? Okay, you could have left that off. But these are the ways that we can be influenced, positive or negative. What's influencing you? The power of influence. And we think controlling people is one of the big things. It's not. Influencing people is way more important than controlling them. How are you influencing people? Are you a good influence or a bad influence? Take some time and think about that. How are you influencing people? And then how are the people that's closest to you, how are they influenced to you? I want you to go and look up these steps and evaluate everybody in your life and see exactly how they're influencing you. And if you find them a negative influence, get rid of them. This is not the time to have toxic people in your life, okay? We are beyond that. This is not the time to have toxic people in your life. And it is pretty simple to get rid of toxic people. I don't care who they are. Mother, father, sister, brother. It's time to get rid of toxic people in your life. So, who's influencing you? The power of influence. This was a good one, guys. Again, I will give you some notes down at the, at the bottom of in the video. I will give you some of my notes. And so I want you guys to go look this up. I really do want you guys to really take this into account, that everyone in your life is influencing you. Everything around you is influencing you. What are you allowing in your eyes and your ears to influence you? Okay? The power of influence. Who or what is influencing you? These have been Conversations with the Queen. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for taking me over 500 subscribers in only 14 days. You guys rock. I'm looking for that. I'm looking to get that 2,000 because that's when I get the community tab. So come on, guys. I need 2,000 subscribers. Come on, let's do this. We can do this, okay? And if you have not subscribed and you are one of my family members or relatives, I will consider you as something toxic, and I will be getting rid of you. Okay? No, I'm just kidding, because some of you guys don't probably have a computer or whatever. But look, I know I'm influencing you because you're watching my videos. Okay? I have over 100 views on each of my videos. So I'm influencing somebody. Okay? This is Conversations with the Queen. I love you guys. Mwah. Thank you, you guys, for tuning in to Conversations with the Queen today, okay? Today is also known as Father's Day. I don't celebrate a whole lot of these holidays that they have, but today is not just Father's Day, but it's my baby sister's birthday. Hi, honey. Happy birthday. But the Queen has a gift for you. I want my followers, my subscribers up to 2,000. So, my 2,000 subscriber, I will be sending you a very special gift from the Queen, okay? So come on, let's get those subscribers up to 2,000. That 2,000th one, I will be sending you a very special gift, okay? I love you guys, and thank you for tuning in to Conversations with the Queen. Until next time.